yes, y'all, you know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games. 052. Here we are, 1 year, and hey, we're trying to video record this. We're in the same room. We got all kind of wireless mics going on. We got to paint the picture for those that aren't watching, and we got to paint the picture just in case the video don't end up working.
It's very true. That's very true. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall. As always, we are talking games and life and games.
And Hall's just shaking
Hall
his head.
Already disappointed. Hall, how's your week been outside of the last 15 minutes?
It was pretty good until about 15 minutes ago. I'm telling you.
Break it down for those people that are listening.
Okay. Anyway, not been playing a whole lot of games outside of the iPad.
Poor Timothy Hall. Why are you so distraught?
My wife and I were catching up on episodes of Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm. I hear it's really good now. Like the last episode was amazing.
Yeah, like everybody has been talking about the new episode, so we had to catch up as fast as possible. So we've just been watching it nonstop. Really haven't had much time for gaming. I did realize that Magic 13 was free on Xbox Live. Oh. I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then I went there and I realized I already had it. So I was like, oh,
there you have that.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, sure.
So much for that.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it's the story. We've been kind of getting everything ready for the show, which we'll be explaining some stuff later on in the show about kind of the things we've been doing behind the scenes to prepare for this 1 year show. And I'm kind of talking with my hands a lot, so if you're listening to the show, you ain't getting nothing. So,
just carry on. It's the same as you've always heard.
Exactly. Yeah, the same stuff you've always heard. My gosh, we are surrounded by every single piece of technology, including a projection TV.
This is crazy.
This is awesome.
And everything has managed to go wrong.
Yeah, it always
in
does.
the setup of this show.
Yeah,
always does. Always
so
does.
If you're
we're
hearing
perfectionists, which doesn't help.
Exactly.
Hall's a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. Router's a perfectionist. The only reason Router's not such a perfectionist today is because he just got hit with an allergy attack, and I am so happy that it happened right before our 1 year.
I'm so glad I'm here to amuse.
And so what's happened is we bought cameras, we bought a software that we don't know is going to work or not, and so we're kind of just winging it. We have 2 wireless lapel microphones, 1 hardwire, and all into stuff we never use to record the show.
And a partridge in a pear tree, too.
Exactly.
Yeah. 2 wireless labs. I usually, somebody sent the text earlier this week that was like, hey, let's try to have our iPads or our computers so it looks clean and we look professional while we're doing this. And I never use my iPad as my notes. No, I'm usually scrubbing through a notebook of paper that.
You're analog. Man.
Yeah, I'm very analog. I'm handwritten and I'm analog, and so this is already very weird for me. Anyway, continue on your week. We're just all giddy. This is crazy. It's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's usually 6:30.
Yeah, it's usually 6:30 in the morning, so we have a different demeanor. We're more like, I'm so fed up with the day.
We've all worked all day long.
We're all bitter. We're all like,
Yeah. And whereas in the morning, we haven't even started the day yet, so nothing has gone wrong up to that point.
Unless we had a bad night's sleep.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious.
All right, go ahead. So
fun.
you haven't been gaming.
Yeah, well, actually, let's go back to the story about ordering the mics, because that's a pretty good story, too.
Okay.
So,
in preparation,
we had discussed this 1 year show. We wanted to do a live show, a video show that we would also make an audio podcast, get together in the same room. It makes the chemistry a lot better because we can actually
see each other,
talk and see each other and everything. But in preparation, about 2 weeks ago, maybe more, I ordered these lav mics for us for the show. And I was like, man, it's Amazon. They'll get it done. They always
Amazon,
get it done.
yeah.
And yeah, the mics come tomorrow. So
And this was 2 weeks ago. They never take 2 weeks.
it never takes that long. But I will say, to their credit, they did hook us up.
Yeah.
They reimbursed us for this rental that we had to do today.
Yeah.
It just so happens that we get this rental and then we're like scrambling to try. Oh crap! Figure out how to make this thing work. Goodness.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it's been awesome.
That's the story of my life, though. So pretty much since that happens every day for me anyway.
Yeah.
It happening today.
You should be used to it.
It's happened twice today. So
It's par for the course.
par for the course.
I got it.
That's amazing.
Router.
Oh, where do I start? Okay, so I'll start with today. Got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, had to work on a project. Then I had an all-day meeting with a client. Come home and start to notice that my throat's getting a little scratchy. Yeah, I'm like, so I'm like, I instantly know what's going on. I'm like, this cannot be happening today.
Don't you have like an EpiPen or something?
I do in case
Stab
of
you
emergencies, but then I have to go to the emergency room if that was the case.
Oh, okay.
So the good thing is
He's
it
got
doesn't-
like the Pulp Fiction version.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You gotta go straight to
There's
the
no
heart with
needle.
it.
There's no needle through the chest or anything. So I know when it's coming on. I'm like, it's happening. I'm gonna have an allergy attack right before our podcast. So I popped some Benadryl. I have an inhaler. I took some puffs of the inhaler. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm essentially here. Take a look. My eyes are like red. I look like a crackhead, and you'll hear me wheezing back and forth all the time. So, and sniffling. So hence the lovely tissue box here as well.
Yeah.
So if I have to blow my nose, forgive me. If you hear me sniffle, forgive me. If you hear me wheezing like this, forgive me.
You know that tooth color correction thing they do in video? Can't they do that for your eyes?
I wish.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish.
We'll fix it in post.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll just put a big sensor.
White circle.
Sensor
That's
over
awesome.
your face.
We'll use MS Paint. We'll just
Old school.
erase the
No,
red.
it's a game show, man. You got to use Mario Paint.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Mario
Mario
Paint. Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So, so again, forgive me if you hear sniffling. I'm going through my own personal hell right now, but I'm here for you guys, and we're doing this. As far as the week's been going,
I gotta say, Router texted us right before the show. It was like
45 minutes before the
I'm
show.
having an allergy attack. Perfect. And of course, my immediate response was like, yes!
We've come full
I'm
circle.
so happy about this because we've talked about these
yeah.
allergies and we talked about your 5 shots so much.
yeah.
I was like, I'm so glad that the people get to see you going
Yes.
through an allergy
Oh,
attack.
my God.
This is me in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Soak it all in.
Yeah.
I told him to wear a ski mask, then we could like pitch his voice down.
Would've been
pretend like
great.
he was under
Yeah,
witness
morph it.
protection or something.
How you doing, guys? Another thing about that game that I like is
So anyway, that was just today. The rest of the week has been good. Been really busy. I did tweet that I finally finished Infamous, which is great.
Yeah.
So excited for that. I've just been kind of like, come on, I've got to be close to the end.
Right.
I did like every side mission. I did, as the side missions became available, I went ahead and just did them all before I even get to the next blue main objective.
Me too. Same way.
Absolutely love that game. I'm excited for Infamous 2. However, I've decided since our last podcast, I went out to Best Buy and pre-ordered Assassin's Creed 4.
There you go.
I'm going to give them another chance.
Okay.
And on top of that, because I had a $20 gift card, I got BioShock Infinite.
Ooh.
It is in my PS3, and I got all the updates loaded, and that's as far as I've gotten.
Okay.
So I'm ready. I didn't listen
You're
to this
willing?
one. I'm willing. I'm
able.
Drinking the Kool-Aid. No, I'm actually excited for it. And I didn't listen to the end of the spoiler cast as much as tempting as that may be.
I know.
So that is my next game that I'm going to hit up, and hopefully I'll have some time. Hopefully work will slow down a little bit. If not, I will at least do something over the weekend and try and get some Infinite in.
I love that.
So yeah, that's been my week.
I hope that wasn't one of those experiences where you got home and you're like, man, I'm so excited to play Infinite, and you put it in and it's like, updates.
Yeah,
That's how
I
it was
did
for me.
But that's the thing.
hate
I did that on purpose though, because I finished Infinite and I'm like, all right, I'm going to unwrap Infinite, put it in, and get the updates going, and then leave it in there so that the next time I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Good
There
deal.
you go.
And so that's what I did. And it was only a 36 meg update, so it must,
Oh, yeah, it
must
was
not
small,
have been.
that's right.
Yeah, it must not have
Yeah,
been that
good deal.
big. So it's good. So BioShock Infinite, here we come. So I'm actually very excited.
Good deal.
How
I
about
love
you,
that.
sir?
I love that.
Talk to us.
Yesterday, I got home from Disney World.
That's right.
I was in Disney World the last couple days, which was awesome. I freaking love Disney. I think I'm gonna have to work there before it's all said and done.
Been there.
You used to work
I did.
there.
Yes.
We stayed around the corner from I think where your places were.
Yeah.
where you stayed.
They've since moved. I talked to a cast member before. They've moved them around a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
But it used to be all in one place, both the international and the college. I was on the Disney college program back in the day, and so my job was to drive the boats that you see in Epcot and around the boardwalk, and it was the greatest job in the world.
Did you stay over by the Contemporary?
No.
Where was your place?
No, the place was called Vista Way. It's actually off. It's on the other side of Interstate 4.
Oh,
so it's not even
okay,
in the
okay,
park or
okay,
not
okay,
even in that area. But
Gotcha.
man, it was a great experience. I actually really liked it, and I wore this little sailor outfit with a little cap and everything. And
I'd pay money
to
to see pictures.
It was. I've got a few.
He really was Steamboat Router.
I literally was. Yeah, and in that
So-
episode, I was Steamboat Router. So
That's awesome.
continue, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Did
I
they let you keep your uniform?
No. You
okay.
swap them out. They do.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you.
They're
when you
secretive
go.
around
Yeah,
there,
when you go
boy.
into cast services, you give them your card. They swipe it. They know exactly what outfit to get you, and they already have your sizes. You do that initially. Comes out like a dry cleaning hanger, and you just go in the locker room, change, and then you drop it off at the end. And then the next day you come in, and
Same thing.
they do the same thing.
Wow.
Dude, I love it. The professionalism and like the perfection that they strive for.
There's not an ounce of trash on the floor anywhere. There's nothing.
It's funny. I was talking to because we did a show there. We were part of this thing called Night of Joy, and so we get to kind of like walk around backstage and talk to the people that have worked there. And you're hard pressed to find somebody that's worked there for like a year. You're like, how long you been here? They're like 8 years. You're like, oh my gosh, 16 years. You're like, wow, and they love it still. And one of the higher up guys was telling us, he goes, you want to do an interesting.
Oh God.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
But he was like, you want to do something really interesting? He goes, kind of stand somewhere. He's like, walk by like a corner and just drop some trash and then go and just watch how long it takes to get picked up. He goes, it's incredible how fast trash gets picked up around there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. Like they've made such a thing about it being so perfect that like people don't want to throw trash on the ground.
Well, and
You know
then
what I
there's
mean?
a trash can like every 10 feet too, which is great. Like, because that way you can
But
throw
like
something
even
out.
this higher up guy was going around like picking up trash. It's
amazing.
And I said, "Is it just in you?" He was like, "Yep, it's just in me to pick up trash." I was like, "Wow!" Just because they've trained him like that. Anyway, so was at Disney all week.
So awesome.
So we talked on Wednesday. I think I actually left Thursday. You have to sound check in the middle of the night. That's their part of their perfection thing.
When
They don't want
park's
people
closed.
sound checking
Yep.
in the middle of the day. So we sound checked it. We actually got picked up at 3:15 in the morning.
Oh.
They were running a little behind, so we didn't start sound checking until 4:15 in the morning. 4:45. And then I didn't get back to bed till 7:30 in the morning.
And then you wake right back up.
I didn't wake up till 1. And my roommate didn't wake up till 3:30. And like the day was gone. Anyway, Jenny and Amara flew down. So we got to spend a couple days, stayed at the Contemporary, which is awesome. It's the first monorail stop after the Magic Kingdom. And it was incredible.
It's so
I freaking love it.
That's awesome.
So all I've been doing is candy crushing. I'm at level 269.
Oh my
I think. But I'm nowhere near 3-star or anything. I was just getting past the
I'm
levels
still
at this
on
point.
level 38.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got off that train at like 32.
But you know what though? It's still fun to do. Like I
Yeah,
still
it's
am like,
fun,
all right,
yeah.
I'm gonna get it this time. Or like I'm this close and I have one move left and there's like 2 left. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So now I get to the point where I know like this isn't gonna work, so I just start a new game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah, I love
it's
it.
addictive.
So, Candy Crush, that's what I've been doing as far as gaming.
And then
And,
you go back out of town.
I go back out of town, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah. September 11th. Today, September 11th.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's nuts.
Weird. Gosh, I took a screenshot. I just happened to look down at my phone today and it was 9/11 on 9/11.
Yep.
And so I screenshotted and tweeted. I was like, weird.
Wow, that's amazing.
Man.
So by the time you guys be hearing this, it's the 12th probably. And I leave on the 13th.
Are you doing?
Friday the 13th.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Even better.
I
Wait,
got
where,
all
now
kind
where
of
are you
bad
going?
luck going on.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Sandusky, Ohio to Cedar Point.
Oh, Cedar Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there.
The
Ride the Millennium Force. It's fun.
Oh, I rode it last time, the
Oh,
blue one. Love it.
yeah.
Top Thrill Dragster.
Oh gosh.
Come on now.
Nice.
That's amazing.
All right,
Nice.
into what we do.
This is what we
Thank
do.
goodness we're not doing this show on Friday the 13th. I mean,
Yeah.
That'd be a
just
little
like
freaky.
Everything going.
After everything else has gone
I mean,
wrong.
yeah. Everything did go bad anyway, but
It could be worse.
it could be worse.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, folks, new releases this week. We have Amnesia, a machine for pigs on Mac and PC.
I've never watched you do this.
Yeah, it's fun.
This is pretty cool.
Enjoy
Yeah,
this.
let me see what's going on over there.
We have Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter HD on the PlayStation Network for PS3. Dragon Fantasy Book 2 for PS3 and Vita. Hunter's Trophy Australia, g'day, for PS3. Killzone Mercenary came out for Vita.
What? I didn't even see that coming.
I didn't either.
Well, I thought that already came out.
Well, it says here on the 10th, which would be yesterday. So that's for Vita though. So maybe it's.
No, I thought it was only coming out for Vita. I don't remember. We talked about it before.
Yeah, we
Well,
did.
I'm thining of Shadowfall. Okay,
Oh,
that's the one
that's
that's
the
coming out
new
for
one.
PS4.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one.
I got a little confused. I'm like, wait, whoa, because that's not supposed to come out yet.
Mercenaries. Okay.
Okay, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 remix for PS3, NHL 14.
Ooh,
for
speaking of,
Xbox
I'm
360.
sorry.
Go ahead.
What's her name? Jodie Thompson? I got to meet is Jodie something. Gosh, of course. Benson. Jodie Benson. I got to meet while I was at Disney World.
Benson.
I'm just kidding. Like, you guys are going to know who that is?
I was like,
She's the voice of Ariel. The original voice of Ariel.
Wow.
And
okay.
she's done all the Kingdom Hearts, obviously. And she's done other video games.
Huh.
So cross your fingers. I'm going to try to call her and see if she'll be on the show.
Are you kidding?
No.
That would be amazing.
That
I'm literally.
Then we all need to break out into
Look
a
at this
whole
stuff.
new world.
A whole new world.
A whole new world. That's
somebody-
Aladdin. Never mind.
Everybody was singing that. That's what's so
It's
weird.
Aladdin.
Like when she was around, everybody was like, I was like, stop it. That's the wrong song. I'm very serious about
Get your
Disney.
movies right.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Very serious about my Disney.
Yeah,
Disney.
that's my bad.
So you guys cross your fingers. Everybody cross your
that's
fingers.
pretty amazing.
Yes,
And
that would be.
hope-
Dude,
Yeah.
Married to the
I
Games
haven't
plus
contacted
Ariel
her.
equals a
Did
good
they?
time.
Speaking of for the HD remix, did they record and re-record any audio? Because back
wouldn't
then they
imagine.
were probably. Yeah, but they were probably recording it on like a. I don't want to say like lower quality, but they probably had
No,
lower
but it was-
res.
You think?
I would think
audio?
so. Well, they were probably. I mean, they were probably still recording it at a high.
Well, it says
Res.
you're talking
I
about
don't-
Kingdom
I don't-
Hearts,
These
right?
kids wouldn't even know.
There's a good chance that if they kept those assets in the low res
Yeah.
signature or something, I don't know.
I just want to ask her, like, if she knew when she was doing,
That
like
it was
Little
going to be like a
Mermaid.
massive hit.
yeah, and that it would
That would
carry
be
on
pretty
till
cool.
now.
That would be
So
pretty.
y'all
cool.
keep your fingers
That'd be
crossed. I'm not
pretty amazing.
promising anything, but I'm gonna just hit her up. and
That'd
see.
be really cool, man.
But she's a Toby fan. Her family's Toby fans.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
We got a picture. We had like an inside joke together, so hopefully it's not like some random person hitting her up. Too random.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm definitely random, but hopefully not too random. Anyway, keep going.
That's pretty
Right.
cool, man.
So,
All right,
yeah.
Ariel.
Yeah.
Deal.
That was awesome.
NHL 14 for Xbox 360, Puppeteer for the PS3, Elder Scrolls Anthology for the PC. I think that's that massive collection set.
Oh yeah.
The Sims 3 movie stuff for hybrid PC and Mac.
Man, I wish I could play that game.
Isn't
Why,
it
so the server can crash? Oh,
SimCity.
my bad.
No, remember I told you that I could never keep the baby in my house.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I was
right.
coming to take my baby after I
They
got
got the
married.
free play version on the iPad.
I know.
There you go.
I got that.
And then
I
two
stayed
more.
single.
Young Justice Legacy for the Wii U and The Wonderful 101 for the Wii U. Whatever that may be.
Yeah,
All right.
nice.
Top selling games this week.
Starting at number 10.
Week ending August 31st. Number 10, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist for the PS3.
Boom.
Number 9, Disney Infinity for the Wii.
Yep.
Not
saw
the
that
Wii U, just the
all
Wii.
over the place when I was at Disney.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
supposed to be pretty amazing.
I was like, man, I need to get that.
Number 8, we have a debut, Killer is Dead
Oh yeah.
for the PS3. Number 7, Saints Row 4 for PS3 dropped from the number 1 spot to number 7. In only its second week, it went from 215,000 units to 56,000 units. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, that's kind of. I mean, you know.
I mean,
like if you
it's
look at
after
billboards,
release week,
yeah,
yeah.
you know, it happens.
Yeah. Number 6, Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Blacklist for the 360. Number 5, Final Fantasy 14 Online for
Yeah.
the PC. Number 4, Saints Row 4 for Xbox 360.
Wow,
You were going to say something?
that stayed high.
Yeah, the Xbox one stayed high. The PS3 one dropped, which is pretty
Yeah.
weird. And then Final Fantasy was 14 for PS3 was number 3.
Oh, really? So that one's higher than the Xbox one, or it was PC?
Yeah, the other one was PC. Number 2, Madden NFL 25 for the PS3, and number 1, Madden NFL 25 for the Xbox 360.
There we go.
Forgot they didn't release the Final Fantasy for the Xbox.
Just PC and
360. Just
PS3.
PC and PS3, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
We got a little Madden NFL love coming up in this episode.
Du, du, du.
Boom, da, da, boom, boom. Keep listening.
Keep listening, keep watching.
Whichever. Whatever
Keep
you
doing
do.
what you do.
And we'll be right back. Okay, we don't have any commercials.
All right. What do you got for news?
Hall, you got something you want to kick it off? You want me to kick it off? So, that doggone PlayStation Vita TV.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Tell us more.
What the heck?
What is it? $95.
Well, there's no
Set-top
release
box.
date
Okay.
yet for North America, but they're guessing when it does come out here, it'll probably be 95 because that's the equivalent of however much it is in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Yeah, it's only in Japan right now, right?
Yeah.
The release is only international in
So
Japan.
it's basically the Vita hardware packaged up into like an Apple TV like.
It's the
device.
exact Vita, except with no screen, no
Yeah.
controls, obviously. HDMI out, Wi-Fi, 720p, 1080i.
Digital only. It doesn't take
LAN
any
port.
of the cards or anything.
It takes the Vita cards.
It does.
Check this out.
Okay.
It plays PS1, PSP, and Vita games.
Whoa.
Dude, that's so sick.
Hello.
Wow,
And
really?
you control it through the DualShock 3 or the DualShock 4 when it comes out later this year. But it doesn't support all the games because it has no touchpad.
Oh. Okay.
So some of the more touchpad heavy games like Gravity Rush, you won't be able to play on there. This is the thing. This is the kicker for me. You'll be able to, because it's a Vita, stream PS4 games from your other television to the whatever ones the Vita TV is on.
Essentially from the PS4 to the.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
pretty
That
sick.
is killer. $95. That's how much the Apple TV is, and this thing will have Netflix and Hulu and
Now
all
here's
that
my
stuff
question:
on it.
if they're streaming it though, then that means they've probably issued. Then Gaikai is taking.
I mean, that'll be.
it has to be.
Well,
It's not really Gaikai anymore.
Yeah,
it's just them.
remote play.
Well, that's true.
That was the functionality that they were working on with the original PSP. They were trying to get the PS3 to remote play to the PSP.
Yeah.
So essentially the same way.
Gotcha.
But it's basically just taking the video and streaming it to another device. It's
But
similar
streaming it to another television.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's streaming it to the
In full HD?
The Vita TV
HDMI, baby.
is essentially receiving that video signal from the PS4.
Wow.
It's so slick. I mean,
And it's small. They
Yeah.
said it's like the size of probably a S2. You know what I'm saying? A smartphone. And they said it looks like it's going to be around $95.
That's a great
or
price
there's going to
point.
be a bundle which comes with a remote and with an 8 gig stick. So that will be $150.
Wow.
I think that could be.
That might be the Vita changer for me. I might.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Might have
to
to
be able to put
pony
that in
up.
the bedroom and then leave the PS4 upstairs connected to the surround
yeah,
sound.
that's so slick.
Yeah, it's kind of.
What?
Well,
That's
it's basically like having two PS4s, but it's even better because you got your one profile on your one, and you can play it anywhere else in the house.
So I mean, if
That's so awesome.
if all goes according to plan, that would be sick.
But
What
no
would-
release date yet. Just
No release date for America.
Well, it would have been so much like. Well, I mean, not it's pretty cool as it is, but it would have been even cooler if you think about it. If they would have made it like the Chromecast, where you hook it in there,
Yeah.
and you just plug it in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
I
think
mean
of how
that's gonna be
portable
slick
that
too.
is. Ugh.
That thing's like this big. It's
Dude,
real
it's-
small. It's like only like what 4 inches.
It's very I mean, I'm thinking about getting one so I could report more on it once I get one. but
Yeah.
it looks pretty small.
Are they hard to get a hold of? They're out though, right?
Man, they're so hard to get a hold of. I heard that they sold 1 million like the first day.
And they're
Something
$35.
That's
Wow.
that's why. It's
Stupid.
$35. I mean,
So incredible.
the Roku doesn't even sell that well. The $50 one.
Yeah, it was the Roku.
So $35. That $15 made all the
well,
difference.
well, and it's got Google's name on it.
yeah,
It's not just the fact that it's $35.
Yeah.
Who's Roku? You see what I'm saying?
Who is Roku?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Apple TV, Google Chromecast. Like, you got the big, heavy
The
hitters.
big wigs.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about that. And I mean, I'm going to be broke.
Oh yeah.
I mean, real broke. And I'm guessing that it'll have integrated with it I mean, your PS Plus account and everything like that, and that's where the PS1, the PSP games
Oh, it has to, yeah.
come in at. And you'll be able to put, if you have the Vita cards, you'll be able to put those in there and play them.
That's so awesome. Well, think about it this way. Think about it this way. Going into the next generation, I mean, depending upon when they get that thing out.
Yeah.
You can either pay $500 and get the Xbox with the Kinect that you may or may not want. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
everybody's different.
Yeah.
Or you get, you can get the PS4 and the Vita TV. So you essentially get PS4 and then your streaming hub that you can.
Oh,
That's
my
pretty
gosh.
sick.
And it's going to do music. Obviously, it'll be with Sony's unlimited thing. Their music,
That's not. I'm going to say right
situation.
now, it's not very good.
is not
Their catalog isn't good.
Well, the catalog is.
great, probably.
I mean, it's Sony
yeah.
Music.
Yeah, yeah.
They own like a third of the music
Yeah.
industry, but I mean,
Just
I
the
don't
way it
know.
operates
I
is
tried they gave away a 6-month trial of it, and it wasn't
Wasn't worth it.
that great.
Wow.
I hate to hear that.
So, Spotify is like the killer.
Oh,
Spotify
yeah.
kills everybody.
I love Spotify.
Yeah, they're great.
Love it.
And Pandora. You got something, Hall?
Keep it going, Gabe.
You're like, wait, let me check. No,
I had something.
I'm good. Keep going.
Tom Clancy's End War Online. Did you guys watch that trailer at all?
No.
New Tom Clancy game. It looks ridiculous to me. It's kind of like a kind of top down, Warcraft looking situation where it looks like war management, where you kind of like send people around and blah 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 blah.
Is this
blah.
a strategy? Are they like
Yeah,
tapping
strategy
into
game.
strategy game?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what it looks like to me. It looks dope. Anyway, you can sign up for the beta. I think I'm going to do that. I love signing up for betas. Even if I don't get in, I love signing up. EndWarOnline.com. It looks dope to me.
Wow.
So go sign up for that beta, see if you can get in, and then you can tell us about it.
Is it supposed to be like a free to play?
I don't know what it's going to be once it comes out, but bless you.
I knew I was going to get one in eventually.
So excited about you having allergies right now.
My bad. Allergies. Don't mind me. I'm good. 5 shots.
So anyway,
5.
5 shots.
I get 5.
So I thought that looked pretty dope. Just quick little story about that.
I was looking up I found an article on Joystick about the Wind Waker HD graphics comparison.
Oh yeah.
It's worth taking a look at because it just reminds you of what that last generation looked like.
Are you talking GameCube?
Yeah, it's GameCube versus Wii U.
Oh gosh, they just skipped over the Wii.
Well,
I guess the Wii's not that big a step from the
is a
GameCube.
it pretty much is a GameCube, hardware-wise. Yeah,
Probably.
it's serious.
This sounds so terrible.
But the draw distance is better. It really looks like a really good game. The lighting has changed up a little bit, but it's like one of those things. I'm watching it and I just kind of remember playing those Zelda games, and I'm just like, man, I'd love to get a Wii U, but there's so much crap to buy right now. It's just like
I know. Doggone
now,
Vita
if
TV.
Nintendo had a streaming box for $100,
There you go.
You get it?
it wouldn't have this hardware in it. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Mario Kart 8 still, I think, the deciding factor for me.
Oh, I'm getting it because of Mario Kart 8
I think
for sure.
solely
Goodness
because
gracious.
of that. Probably.
Yes. That and I guess the next Smash
So what's
Bros.
that? What's that deluxe bundle that they have now? It's $2.99. It comes with a game, right?
Is it $2.99?
Yeah, they
The
dropped
Wii U is?
They have the Wii U. They dropped the price of the deluxe bundle. I think it was.
That's awesome.
I think it was $2.99, but that's.
Yeah.
If it was $200, I'd go buy it tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah,
Of course.
I'd get a loan.
Don't forget
You have
that
to.
sales tax,
No,
just Jack. No.
Yeah.
That's all
buy
I'm
it
saying.
online someplace.
Yeah, I'd buy it from Amazon. So
Yeah, there you go.
Since we're in the middle of this thing, you guys want to talk about some 1 year stuff, some 1 year business?
yeah, definitely.
Dude, definitely. It's 1 year. I can't believe it.
I know.
I can't believe it either.
Well, weren't we originally thinking like, okay, we'll do something for the 50th episode, but we decided to.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
like,
we
well,
wanted to wait.
I made that was my fault. I was like,
So-
well, it's 2 more weeks and then we're at
Yeah,
a year.
52
so I was like,
weeks.
And
we're
it's
we're good.
52 weeks strong too. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
That's
it's
the
awesome.
thing. Is
I'm
that-
the only one that's missed one episode, and it still kills me up inside. Tears me up inside.
Ah,
But
don't let it. Don't
but
let
no,
it.
That was so funny. Somebody reached out to us on Twitter today, and they were like, "Yeah, like what episode should I listen to?" And I was like, "Well, Coin Op Co-op is pretty cool,
Yeah.
if you're into arcade games."
but-
and Router's not even in it.
Unfortunately, Tim was on the high seas at that point.
Yeah, he's in
I'll
the
never forget that.
middle of Hurricane
my
Sandy, right?
goodness.
Was it Sandy?
Yeah, it was smacking little Sandy.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Everyone vomiting everywhere. It was awesome.
Freaking gross.
I can't believe that.
Didn't even dock, right?
Nope, we were on the open sea for 3 days the whole
Oh
time.
man, Coin Out Co-op was a good. That was a
That
good
was a
episode.
good episode.
It was cool with Bradley C. We
Yeah.
got that video too. So it's been a year, and some of the things that we've been talking about is how do we take this thing to the next level for our community. You know, obviously we love talking games and we love talking back and forth on Twitter, but sometimes it's not enough. So Hall put the call out there a couple weeks ago about a forum and was like, dude, should we do a forum, blah, 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 blah. And some people hit us back. They were like, they'd love that. They'd love to, meet up. They'd love to just talk about this stuff in more than 160 characters, be able to put links.
Somebody even mentioned like doing a Nashville meetup, which we should.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we definitely should do
need
that.
Yeah.
to.
We're in Nashville.
Yes. And there are gamers here.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Nashville.
Exactly.
Thank
And we
you.
only got to travel about 10 minutes.
Yeah, we have to do that. That's definitely one thing we have to do.
Yeah. And I need to put like when I'm gonna be places.
Yeah, you should.
If people want to have like meetups outside of Nashville, because since I'm the one that travels. So Hall cooked up a freaking forum, right?
marriedtothegames.com/forum.
Hello. Does it get easier than that?
No.
I don't think it does.
Did you? Speaking of, I think you registered today. I've been trying to get the two
I'm in.
other people in the show to register for the
I'm
forum.
in.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
we're
good
all
because
in
you
now?
can sign up or you can register through Facebook or Twitter.
Yeah, so you can register through
Makes life
Facebook or
easy.
Twitter. It pops up and it says like, oh, we can see who your friends are, or something stupid
it's just
like
an
that.
authentication.
Just ignore that. Whatever. We're not going to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
your information for
Yeah,
anything.
we wouldn't do
So-
that. That's ridiculous.
Even
What's your name?
then, I don't know how to get to the information. So,
Hall, what's your name on there?
I don't remember.
What?
I think it's just Tim Hall.
Router?
Mine's probably just Tim Router because I signed up through Facebook, so it should pull up my profile and it should just say Tim Router on there.
I did it through email. Mine's Video Games.
There you go.
There you go.
It's like somebody saying video games with a stuffy nut. Say video games.
Video games.
Exactly.
Perfectly.
Thank
Perfect.
There you go. I'll be your guinea pig. That's fine. That's great. Take advantage of my situation, Gabe. I appreciate that. I'll just sit right here.
you. Video games.
That's awesome.
So hit us up on there. So we did that. We
We
started.
want you guys to sign up for the forum. Head to marriedtothegames.com/forum.
Yeah.
Sign up, get into a discussion. We should talk about a few of the things we put up there. We have just a general gaming discussion forum.
Yep.
We've got a forum called Let's Play, which we're going to be setting up game nights and
Yeah.
Awesome.
stuff with people in the community.
Yeah.
And there was a couple more. We had a show thread, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah.
We have a forum where basically we'll be posting threads about the shows. So we'll have one for this one, and we'll say, how bad did we suck this
Yep.
week? Basically come and comment on it.
Yeah.
And what were the other ones we have? We have like one for just general discussion, like kids and wives and 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
talk about
Just
stuff.
talk.
Go.
And then we have a deals page. We have a deals one.
Yes, we have a deals forum. Get on there and share some deals with
Yeah.
everybody. Actually, we just set that up so that I could get the good price on everything. I could just have everybody come.
It's really more for him.
Yeah,
It's
it's
kind of
more
a
for me.
selfish thread. It's
Yeah.
like, I wanted more for
I don't
me.
have the time to go out and seek these
Yeah,
things.
there
out.
is really though. For me, there really is a need to have a one-stop shop for things because so many people see so many different things.
Yeah.
You know, we all pull from different places. So there's going to be things that I see that I tell Hall about, or like when you saw the Xbox controller the other day and you were like, "Dude, this is blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh snap!" And
$24 or something.
yeah, it
like
was
that.
amazing.
something crazy for a brand new.
I love finding those good deals.
Yeah, and so the deals page will be a place that we can all kind of go to and throw up what we've seen. You know, Amazon throw up the deals, and Amazon's always a good place. But like even eBay sometimes does great deals. Best Buy has crazy deals coming through. GameStop. So anytime you see something, go throw a link on there, and you can subscribe to that thread probably so that anytime a deal gets thrown up, you get notified.
I think it was just a no-brainer idea because people in our situation,
Yeah, man.
kids and wives and 9 to 5s,
Yes, saw.
we have smaller game budgets than single
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
And,
So-
and less time to play.
And
it,
less
too.
time to play.
Yeah.
So we've always got to kind of like find a good deal as soon as we can.
Right.
So
Right.
Otherwise, our children won't go to college.
And we have a little incentive. We want you guys to go sign up for the forum so we can be talking. We're like, man, what should we do, man? Should we? And, you know, we've been talking about, just between the three of us, trying to do a giveaway, something that really says thank you. But we want to give it to the people that want to be in community. You know what I'm saying? Not just like the random guy that might have listened today and then could win something from the people that have been listening from the beginning. You know what I mean? There's, you know, we know our guys out there that have been listening for forever. And our gals.
That's right. Can't
Our
forget
gals
the
let us
ladies.
know that they're there.
Can't forget them.
Yeah, can't forget the ladies. Where would we be without these ladies? We wouldn't be born.
Well, that's
I
very
know that
true.
much.
There you go.
Very true.
Not specifically these ladies, but
Not
Right.
these ones, but ladies in general.
are you my mama?
So go sign up for the forum. And what? You want them to say something on there or just
Yeah,
signing
sign up
is
for the
okay?
forum. I tell you what, go to the show thread because we're going to try to throw up a thread here for the show.
052.
052. Post a comment. Give us some feedback of some kind.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
whatever.
works.
Give us
a
some
comment, feedback.
Give us something.
Yeah.
And then come out to the general forum and just make a post or something.
Yeah.
Just participate.
Participate.
And we can tell if you're faking it or not.
Yeah.
So
We'll find
if
out.
you're faking it, no.
No giveaway for
No
you.
giveaway.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to let this run for, 3 weeks or something like that. So
Yeah.
people that are getting caught up with the show can hook up with the forum and stuff like that. And we're going to take all these names and put them in a hat, and we're going to choose one, and we're going to give some stuff away. We're going to give away a Married to the Game shirt. Woohoo! Your choice of size. Give away a youth large. And just hope you fit in it. We're going to give away a year of PS Plus or Xbox Live,
Which is great.
whichever, or some dollars to the Nintendo store, whichever one you're a part of.
Those are very useful.
Yes. And rare.
You see, as Tim bites his lip to
I
try
know.
to say something nice about it.
I know, he's like,
those are useful. And then also we have copies of Madden
Yep.
25 to give away. So you guys go sign up and we'll choose a name out of a hat and they'll be walking away with some stuff.
I like how
great.
professional our contest is.
I know, isn't it great?
I know. We don't know what we're doing.
No, we're just giving stuff away.
Yeah, and we want to give it away to the people that care.
But
That's
it's
what
good.
we're trying. We're trying to.
That's
we're
the
trying
whole
to
point.
Separate the riff-raff from
Exactly.
people that are like, yeah, man, I really want to be involved with these guys.
But the whole point is like we always go back and forth on Twitter, and it's great. But now we have the opportunity where we can have full-on dialogue, full-on conversations.
Yeah.
People can kind of post whatever they want. Keep it clean, please.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we'd appreciate it.
yeah, we would appreciate that. But
I mean, if you got some things you got to get off your chest.
Sure.
Sometimes you got to get something off your chest.
yeah, just let it
You
all
don't
out.
care who's in the way.
Right.
You're just gonna post it to somebody.
Just go guns blazing. But no, the whole idea is for all of us just to it's a better way for us to just kind of talk about what games we like, or hey,
Yeah.
this part of this game, I was having trouble with it, even if we need tips.
Yeah.
Or
We should do some
that kind of
spoiler threads.
stuff. Do some spoiler
Yeah.
threads. Yeah.
Lock- that'd be
Lock
cool.
threads, and you kind of got to
Yeah.
log into them.
Yeah.
Something
no.
like
I don't want you to
basically-
accidentally stumble
basically,
upon one.
I mean, we created this forum, and we want it to be like you guys help us build this forum.
Yes.
You guys help us make this forum something cool.
Yeah.
And you're a part of that process.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
want to kind of get you in there and
'Cause
take all
we're
your
just three
feedback
dudes.
and
Yeah.
We want everybody
we
involved.
know nothing about running a forum. We know nothing about having contests.
Obviously.
We know nothing about setting up a live video cast. 'Cause obviously, this is nuts.
I can't
So-
wait till people are listening to this looking for the video. Like,
I know.
Where's the video at? Be like,
Yeah.
yeah, something jacked up with it.
Sorry.
About that. And then also we're gonna do a store. We're gonna sell shirts.
Yes, I forgot about that. We are actually over the next few days. We're going to try to get together some designs for the shirts, the new shirts.
We've got some already.
Yeah, got some good ones.
We've got what was the George Lucas?
Yeah,
Tased by
we got the
George Lucas.
Tased by George Lucas.
And
What
shirt.
episode was
somebody has to write in and tell us which episode.
I don't know
that
which
was.
I don't
episode
remember that
was
one.
from,
Goodness
but I remember it
gracious.
was awesome.
That was so hilarious.
Yeah, our boy
Um,
Ed Placencia drew that.
Yep.
So
big
some
props to
proceeds
Ed.
will go to Ed.
Yes.
If that shirt sells,
Some
We'll throw him a
proceeds will
bone.
go to
Yeah,
the Ed
Ed-
Placencia Fund.
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
We'll throw him a bone.
Exactly. ComedyReviews.com.
That's awesome.
We've got, of course, the regular standard Married to the Game shirts with our logo. I think we're gonna have a yes y'all.
Yes, y'all.
Shirt
Big time.
on there.
Nashville represent.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. And then
Hollywood of the South.
I think, and then we gotta have the. We talked about doing the keep calm and game on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
one.
one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're gonna be doing. Back to news. I'm very pleased to announce, and you know, some people are gonna see this already, but G4 Television is not turning into Esquire Television anymore.
Wow, really?
They pulled it. They're not doing it.
Because
At the last minute?
because nobody would watch it?
No, they said in the story they said that their demo was probably not the G4 TV
think?
watchers. So they're taking over the Style Network. The Style Network is now going to change into Esquire Television on September 23rd.
Isn't Esquire like a men's thing?
Yeah.
And isn't the Style Network predominantly women?
Exactly.
Yeah, but women have like Bravo and
I guess.
Oxygen and Lifetime and some other female things. HGTV, which I love, but still. But I think women have plenty of places to go to. So I think they feel like the men got to represent. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm just glad G4 is not going anywhere. The only thing that sucks is that Attack of the Show, X-Play all got canceled at the end of last year,
Yep.
2012, to get ready for the change over to Esquire.
Does G4 show anything besides like cops and cheaters and?
No.
That'll still be on
right
there.
now it's just all filler content just because they've got nothing. So
That's so crazy. Like I've been going to G4's channel like over the past year.
Yeah.
And pretty much all I see is cops and cheaters.
Is Ninja Warrior on there?
Yes, Nick.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's Warriors over there too.
That's a
pretty
great
much
show. Anyway, so hopefully, I mean, you know, it's uncertain what's going to happen with them, but, you know, hopefully this revitalizes them.
Maybe they'll have a Married to the Games.
Hey.
video show.
Hey, can we pitch
I'm
that?
just saying.
Maybe we'll hit them up.
Maybe we should go out to LA. That's
Be
all
like-
I'm saying.
Maybe
San
we'll have
Fran.
a lot less problems.
I got
somebody else
99
will be
problems,
doing
but
it
video
for us.
recording ain't none. Ain't one.
Gosh.
I love that. All right. Hall, you got something?
No, I'm actually I'm ready to get to the listener questions because we had a ton of them.
Oh, we do have a ton of, but we got to hit some things up real quick.
Yeah, keep going.
Let me hit two
Okay,
things up.
Gabe, keep me responsible.
I'm sorry. Just because this is a reminder. Everybody might have heard this already, but this is just a reminder. Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming out next week on the 17th of September.
I believe so.
Yes.
The map came out for it showing Los Santos, and it is number one humongous. That game's gonna be ridiculous. But as a reminder to my struggling hard drive people like Hall here, who has to delete something every single time he puts something on,
Yeah, pretty much.
that thing needs 8 gigabytes
Wow.
of memory to install on.
Oh,
your
not going to
computer.
get that one.
Nope. That's gonna have to wait.
Gigs. So just as a reminder,
That's a beast.
That's a beast. Xbox 360 will come with 2 discs, just an install disc,
Whoa.
and
okay, yeah.
a gameplay disc.
Hey, I got room on the 360, so.
See, there you go.
Switch
There
it
you
up.
go. And then the PS3 will obviously come on Blu-ray.
I bet you that Redbox will get Grand Theft Auto 5 and they'll only get it on PS3. I
think
bet.
so.
You think? Because it'll be
they
too hard to
usually
give
get
out 2
those
discs.
one-disc games, yeah.
Yeah,
Because they
I
don't
can
give
see
out
that.
2 discs ever.
I think they do.
Are you
I
sure?
feel like I got something once, or
They
maybe I
almost-
just bought something twice on accident. That might have been what that was.
It's like, what is spitting out all these discs at me? What happened?
Did I
think that
win
actually
something?
did
What's
happen.
going on?
I gave it right back. I was like, there should be like a
Yeah.
45-second window where I don't have to pay for something.
Yeah, if
I
it's
take it out
46
and put it
seconds
back
now,
in
you
there.
paid for it.
That's right.
So
Exactly.
don't
Man,
put it
that-
in too late.
That game is going
Oh, it
to
happened
be.
with Infinite.
Oh,
I
did
got
it?
2 Infinites out. I was like, dog, gone, and I'm thinking $2.
Oh, man.
I'm very. That's a beast of a game.
Yeah.
8 gigs.
And so
Just-
for all those people that are running out to get that 12 gigabyte PS3, you need to reconsider.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
About that.
Xbox has a thing. You can have a separate USB drive, right?
Flash drive.
Yeah,
will
you
work.
can.
drive.
I'm not 100% sure if you can write game content to it, but I haven't filled out my hard drive yet.
Yeah,
so
I think you can. But for our early 360 adopters that haven't had the red ring of death yet, which is incredible if you haven't.
It's
Yeah,
coming.
if you
still
haven't
have, like,
had
the
a,
4
yeah, I was
gig
gonna
and the
say,
8
if you
gig.
haven't had a red ring on your Xbox 360, you haven't played it enough or something.
You just been watching DVDs
I think
all
I got 2 or 3 of them, and I'm like, I play games, but man, I don't play as much as some of these other people.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
People that have stock in Dorito.
That's awesome.
stock and Frito Lay.
Yeah, exactly.
I have stock in Kleenex. Anyone?
You need to have stock in
You
Kleenex.
do.
I really should.
You are supporting that company with all your purchases.
No problem there.
This is a big commercial
That's right.
for Kleenex.
Wait, product placement. Product placement.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Make sure the logo is showing.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing I had was my excitement over at the iPhone 5S event.
Yes.
They showed Infinity Blade 3.
3.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that could be
Looks
cool.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and I
gonna be
think that's
awesome.
coming out this month too.
I went to the App Store the other day and it just said
Later this
download
year.
1 and 2 in preparation.
Are they
already
offering
have
those
1
free
and 2.
right now?
No.
No.
No,
They
they're
I
might
got
do
in on a
one
good
for
time.
free. They did that
I
when
got
2
that.
came out.
I got that for free.
I think I ended up getting them both for free because I got them at those times. Like two was free for the whole App Store 5-year anniversary. So
that's where I
when
got it from.
Yeah, I paid for both of them when they came out.
You sucker.
Sucker.
I know.
Just kidding.
So, Infinity Blade. I'm so used to saying infinite.
Infinite Blade.
Infinite.
Infinity
Totally
Blade
different game.
Will be $7, which I think is a little higher. No, the other ones were $6.99.
I'm pretty sure it was
$4.99.
$6.99.
Yeah, it might be.
Works on.
$6.99 is like that standard price now on the App Store. Because if you notice, the Call of Duty Strike Team just came out.
Yeah.
That was $6.99.
Yeah.
There's a.
Unless you're Square Enix.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Like
Standard price
$15.
$16.99.
I'm like, y'all are crazy. It's a 30-year-old game.
It's coming back. It's coming
exactly.
back. We think it has value.
It'll work on the iPad 2 and up, the iPod Touch 4 and up, and the iPhone 4. And
I swear to God, iPad 1 users, man,
they've
just been left in the
They
dust.
really have.
No.
I mean, the thing
I
is,
feel so
the
bad.
thing is big.
They were
'Cause we
early.
still have
They were
ours.
early adopters, man. They were like
Yeah.
in there. They were like, "Yes,
I
I am in with this iPad."
And now?
they cannot use
Their,
it
their,
for
their
anything.
Candy Crush is like, eek, eek, ah, eek, ah.
And then if you get one of the exploding ones, it just melts their iPad. Boom, done. That's so
And
awesome.
then because they're gonna keep this going. The first 2 games combined sold $60 million worth.
Wow.
60 million. Anyway,
Wow.
that's a bunch of money. I ain't mad at you.
There you go. You gotta get one of those. In for the year.
Exactly. So before we hit the questions up, reminder: Twitter.com, MTTGcast, Facebook.com/Married to the Games, YouTube.com/Married to the Games, MarriedToTheGames.com/forum. Forum or forums?
Forum.
Nice. I like that. MarriedToTheGames.com. Come check us
You
out.
should have made it like forum with like a PH.
We also got to introduce.
Forum.
We got to introduce Chris Dumoulin.
Yes.
Yes.
Christopher Dumoulin. He's going to be joining us. He's also married to the games. Married with his first baby.
Wow.
Just got here a couple months ago. I think maybe 5 months old, maybe less than that. Anyway, Chris is going to be writing for the website. He's going to be doing articles. He's an Xbox guy. He's a Microsoft guy. He hates Sony. So it'll be nice.
That'll be nice.
Because people think that we're such fanboys. And Chris, he's a writer. He's awesome. He's a super smart guy. We wanted him to be here tonight, but it couldn't work out. But you guys will meet Chris Dumoulin very soon. Super smart guy. I can't wait for him to start
Should we
writing
talk
for the
about how
website.
we kind of got the idea to approach Chris? Because I was going to say last time we were talking, we were going down the checklist. We were like, okay, it's coming up on a year.
Yeah.
So what are these things that we need to do to kind of add,
Kick
add
it up
some
a notch.
value to our community?
Yeah, kick it up a notch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
robustness.
Yeah. And that was one of the things we had in there. We want to have some articles for you guys.
We wanted to
We
have a
some
reason to
interest
go to the
pieces.
website.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
wanted to have a reason to go to the website. I mean, right now you go to the website and you see Gabe's happy face on the bio page. That's about it.
That's one of my favorite
Now
things.
that alone is worth going to the
Yeah,
website.
of course.
Thank you. Because
But-
neither of you guys use pictures of yourselves. When we were starting this thing up, I was like, I'll put a picture of
No,
myself.
he does.
You
Picture
got your
of
baby.
myself.
But you're like
yeah.
nestled in your wife's neck. Like you
Yeah.
can't barely see your face.
Yeah, that's true.
It's PG.
Yeah, it is. It's PG. There's some nuzzling perhaps
There's
going
definitely
on.
some nuzzling in the hair of his wife. It's
But no, I
more
mean,
a
that's where
picture
we-
of Krista.
That's where we post the episodes, and that's where we have the episode pictograms and all that stuff. So I mean,
Yeah.
definitely go to that too and check it out.
Yeah.
So, All
That's
right.
hilarious.
Are we ready?
I love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Are we ready
Yeah,
for
let's
some
get into
questions?
these
Questions.
We've already kind of crashed this plane a little bit.
It's already going
The
down.
video's probably just not even working at
Yeah, it
this
just
point
stopped.
anymore.
Probably
It's just
not.
freeze
None
frame.
of the audio is working.
So everybody
either.
just-
Yeah, exactly. This is.
I'm sure we're just talking to ourselves. Now.
We have to redo this tomorrow morning
Yeah,
at 6:30 in the morning. It's going to be
exactly.
audio only.
It'll be amazing.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go.
We're already past Hall's bedtime.
We have to
Yes.
start. We have to start with our boy Jordan Thompson because he was one of our day ones, wasn't he?
He
Goodness
was like one of the
gracious.
first
He
guys.
He was one of the
That
first.
ever-
So Jordan,
Gabe has
showed
been
his
on.
love.
So, and he has a podcast, Boom Headshot.
Yep.
Gabe has been on the show.
Yep.
I've been on the show
Yeah.
before.
I was on the show live in
Yeah,
Canada,
Gabe
in
were in
Winnipeg.
Canada.
Gabe was in person, in the flesh.
And he didn't have the omnidirection turned on the mic, so I sound like I'm in the corner, like with a dunce. Yeah, with a dunce cap on. I like that game too. I think I remember playing it back in the day, and I was like, wow, yeah, bat in the cave.
Jordan, golfers clap to you. You're the man.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
are the man, Jordan.
His Facebook question was, and this is a great one. What are your top 3 to 5 contenders for Game of the Year so far?
doggone it, 3 to 5. I hope you thought about this already because I have no idea. I mean, it's gonna. When's the year?
Well, it'll
That's
be
the question. A
the
year
end of
from
the year.
now.
No, end of
mean,
this
it's-
year.
End of the year. End of the year.
At the end of this year.
I mean, we got a lot of stuff still coming.
But what
Still
I'm
have a lot
saying
of
is,
So,
is it a year counting from now back a year? So it's like the life of the podcast.
It's January.
No,
It's
yeah, January to December.
I mean, I don't remember what came out. Because I would say Tomb Raider, but I
Bioshock
don't-
Infinite.
Yeah,
when did Tomb Raider come out?
March.
Right before Bioshock Infinite.
yeah. BioShock was March 26th or 28th. Tomb Raider was the first weekend in March or something like that.
That wasn't holiday season last year?
What?
No. Tomb Raider?
Raider.
No,
Tomb Raider?
no.
No,
Tomb
that
Raider
was
was
March.
March.
Man, I'm bad at
Man,
Holiday
messed
season
up.
was
That
Far
was
Cry
way
3.
into the
Far Cry
show.
3 came out late.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think first week of December, didn't it? Or
Yes, first week of December.
So,
Far Cry 3 is
I'm glad
not
I
in
have
there.
so
you
that's
guys.
that's not in there. I'll say The Last of Us, obviously.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, right?
Oh.
What I'm anticipating, it would be Watch Dogs. For me, I'm already thinking.
you're already
So my
jonesing for it.
my expectations of Watch Dogs is like this high. So I'm
Up
hoping
there
for
where Last of Us was.
right.
Yeah.
And the third one, I don't know. I haven't played them all yet. I still have such a stack of games. I don't know. I mean, I'd say so far Tomb Raider was really good, so I'd put that in there. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's totally Game of the Year, but maybe that's my third one.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
third place. And I
the
haven't
thing
played
is-
BioShock yet, so that could trump a lot of these too.
The thing is, too, is that we played Tomb Raider back in March, so like that feeling is kind of worn off. Because I remember first
Yeah.
putting that in, and I was just like, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is awesome,
So true.
sweet.
Yep, it was great.
So yeah, it was definitely a great game. Were you passing the list on?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I was going to say The Last of Us, but I want to kind of see how the rest of these games pan out for
Yeah.
the year, because one of the things I talked to Phil about in the interview we did with him,
Yeah.
the audio lead for Naughty
Kovacs.
Dog, Phil Kovacs, he said,
Shout out.
I asked him this kind of off the interview, but it's not a spoiler and it's not insider information, but I asked him, did you know when going into releasing this that it was going to be 10s all over the place?
Yeah,
right,
Did you know?
yeah.
Or did you kind of
Feel
it?
Yeah.
And he was like, not at first. He was like, we were so scared.
No
Because he
way.
said we didn't know if it was going to be a hit
Wow.
or just a flop. We did not know. Imagine going with that game and saying, man, this could totally be like
crossing
a
your
3.
fingers.
Or this could
Oh,
be
there's no way.
there's no way.
2.5 or a 4. Because you always want to go in thinking the best thing about your game.
Yeah, of course.
He
yeah.
said that after they had gotten the review copies out, they'd heard some inklings that it was going to be
Awesome.
getting some good scores.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but man, 10s. I don't know. I don't know if anybody can go into their game expecting anything, because
No,
like if
you
you think
can't.
about Watch Dogs, like that could be a flop too. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
It
have
could
I have
be
a
really,
lot. Of,
really good, and
That's-
it looks good.
I thought highly of
Assassin's
Assassin's Creed
Creed
3,
3, yeah.
and they did me wrong. But
think-
I'm giving them a second chance.
It's
4.
so hard to pick like a game of the year now though, because I feel like the people that make games, the developers, I feel like they've kind of are getting to a point where they're perfecting certain formulas. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
That's the thing. We're at the end of this console generation.
Yeah.
And they have pushed this thing to the limit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain things that they know that work too. Like, you look back in the NES era or the Genesis era, and there was so much experimentation. Nobody really knew. Like, they knew that there was a certain concept to a good game.
Yeah.
But not like we know what it is today. Like,
Right.
we go into games expecting things. Like, when we go into a game and it's not Call of Duty controls, we're like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Stuff
Yeah,
like
we don't
that.
just look at the back of the box anymore and judge a game by the pictures. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that's the best graphics ever.
I miss those days.
I
remember picking up Shenmue like, that can't be in the game. That looks too good. I'd have to say I've got really, really high hopes for Call of Duty Ghost. I just always love those games. When they come out, the fever pitch that everything's on by the time it hits multiplayer, and I mean, it's just so exciting.
And the single player campaign trailer just came out, and I posted that on Twitter like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It looks like I haven't
know.
played a whole lot of the Call of Duty ones, but that might be one that I'm going to pick up.
fun.
It looks
Yeah.
amazing.
I think too, probably Last of Us is, of course. I mean, I wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
Like to hear.
I think that's number one for. I think that's number one for you, regardless.
I think
mean,
the
that game
song
was-
wins.
Song
Song
wins.
Song of the year.
Song of the year for Gabe.
And then I don't know when Candy Crush came out. I don't know if that's this year or not. But to be on an airplane and hear somebody 6 rows behind me go, gosh, I cannot get past level 97.
There it is.
To somebody else.
And you know
You're
exactly
like,
what they're
and
talking
you know
about.
exactly what
Yep.
they're talking about. You're like, I mean, of course, graphics wise and whatever. I mean, you could say what you like. But like that game has captivated,
Everybody.
I mean, just
Everybody.
different generations, and it's like Miss Pac-Man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Old people playing it, young people are playing
Candy
it.
Crush Fever.
Yeah,
There you go.
Somebody's
Candy
gonna
Crush
release
Fever.
an
Yeah,
album about it.
exactly,
That's right.
exactly like Pac-Man Fever. And I've got to say, Tomb Raider. I said it the other day when we were talking about what amazing games we've played, and like you're saying, of course, it's worn off because we don't play it anymore. But let somebody borrow it.
Oh yeah.
And then feel that again. You know, I just let my buddy borrow Tomb Raider, and to hear him talk about it is like, you know, you would think that was the only game he played this year.
Yep.
So I mean, I know, and it's so repetitive, but I mean, some of these AAA games are just so freaking good, and I didn't get to play Journey and stuff like that.
Yeah, Journey was
I missed
great.
them, and I know that was last year, but you know, of course, Infinite I thought was incredible.
I heard a lot of talk of the duel was between Last of Us and Infinite.
Yeah,
Because there's so many Bioshock
and you really can't
fans out
compare
there.
the two, even though they're both kind of like, you know, buddy dramas,
Right.
you know, with you
Right.
and some female running around.
That's true. I didn't even really think about it.
But
that
there's
way.
something about a third person thing that I've really grown to enjoy. And I think Last of Us really brought it back
Yeah.
around. Seeing her crouch under his arm as they like walked against
Yeah,
the wall.
all the
I was
little
like,
That is
little
pretty
things.
cool.
I was like, come
I like
on.
the third party in Dead Space too. It's cool to play that game.
Yeah,
Even though Dead Space 3 wasn't like a big hit,
Yeah.
I still enjoy that franchise. In fact, I purchased the first Dead Space. I want to go back and play that because I've done 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But I want to go back and do 1.
Yeah.
But I do like the third party perspective.
And I gotta say, Luigi's Mansion. I've never played it.
Don't pretend
But
like
that
we
joke
played
was in
it.
it. I've never
Yeah,
played it.
we've
but that
never
joke was
played
in the
that
top
stinking
10
game.
for forever.
Forever.
I don't know if that was this year either, but it
Forever.
was in the top 10 for forever, and it had to have been an amazing game. It had to have been.
Had to been.
Well, I will say
Had to
this:
be.
Jordan asked us this question toward the end of the year, and we will definitely have like our picks for game of the year. At
Yes,
the end of the
definitely.
year.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
But that was
If
a good.
Gabe gets a 3DS,
Yeah, then it's going to be Luigi's
Man,
Mansion.
I'm getting a Vita and a Vita TV and a 3D. I mean, I had
You're
to win
broke.
the Powerball or something.
We won't see you. You're just going to be cooped up.
I know. I'm gonna be y'all's color by the end of the winter time. Be like, wow. So if black people stay inside for 3 months straight, they're white.
That's awesome. All right, let's keep going. We got another Facebook one from
That
our.
was one question.
That was we got.
That was one
We still got a ways to go.
Sorry.
The Frozen game, our boys Frozen Gamers, their podcast.
Alaska represent.
That's right. They posted on Facebook. They have a 2-part question. Both of these questions don't relate at all, but the first one is what do you think could or would convince you to buy a Wii U? We've talked about it a little bit before.
Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8. So What would convince you?
Smash Bros.
Getting to play the Wind Waker too.
Yeah, Wind Waker
So-
too.
And a drop in price.
Yes, and
For you.
Always, yes.
$5.
And you know what's definitely pushing me that way? The fact that my Wii broke.
Yeah, see, mine's shot. I don't have mine anymore.
Yeah.
Piper's getting older, and
Right.
she's like, she's got the iPhone down now, and I'm like,
Right.
I want to introduce her to some stuff.
There
Wii's
you
the
go. Yep.
perfect way to go.
I'm gonna introduce when I have kids. I'm gonna introduce them to the NES first.
That's a great
I like
idea.
that.
I still got
Dude, you're gonna be an
It's simple.
awesome gamer dad. You're gonna
Yeah,
be
you
an
are.
awesome gamer dad.
I think that you should introduce them to systems like that because it's like there's no latency in them. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a perfect muscle
Yep.
reaction type of thing.
For sure.
So,
So
It'll just be nice hearing like Metroid in your house again. My gosh, that music is
goodness,
awesome.
could you imagine being a kid again and all of these things exist today, but you're introduced to this 30-year-old hardware.
Yeah.
But you love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
'cause you don't know
Yeah.
anything.
You don't know any
no
better.
difference.
Oh goodness, I couldn't imagine.
So the Frozen Gamer Boys had a second part question, and they were the ones that asked us about how we had met our wives, but they wanted to do a follow up and say, how long did you date or court your wife before getting married?
Good question.
And that's a great question, and because that's more of a personal thing, so you guys get to know who we are. I met Lauren, as I said, I met Lauren sophomore year in college. So that was, I think we were dating for almost 3 years before we got married. 3 and a half,
That's a
4
long
years.
time, yeah.
So I've known her for 17, I think. 17
Wow.
years. And next month is our 15-year anniversary. So, yeah, so we were basically college sweethearts, you could say.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I met Jenny. Let's see. We officially started dating on June 1st, and then were married the next August.
There you go.
Cool.
So a year and 2 months or whatever
Awesome, man.
between dating, being engaged, and then being married. Yeah.
I think it was a year and a half for Chris and I.
Yeah.
About a year and a half. So we
Same kind of thing.
started dating in like the April of the 1 year, and then got married in August of the next
There you
year.
go.
So it was pretty
Yeah,
close to what
yeah.
you were. Same situation.
There you
Nice.
go. All right, moving on to Twitter. Our boy at Hardwick Family. Are you playing Diablo on console, and what are your thoughts? Diablo
really
3.
wanna be.
I really want to be, but
I
I
think
don't
the
think.
demo just hit too. The free demo, I think.
Okay,
just
I'll
hit.
have to check
Yeah,
that
we-
out.
I want to check that out. But no, we have not played it yet.
I've never played a Diablo, but
Neither have I.
I was in a clan for Counter-Strike with the #1 original Diablo player in the world.
Oh, there you go.
He's dead now.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Awesome.
rest in peace.
Great follow up there.
Yeah,
I don't. Well, I was
he
gonna
went
say,
by the name Candyman. I don't know.
Candyman.
I don't
There
know
you
why.
go.
Cool.
He OD on drugs.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately.
man.
Rest in peace, David.
Rest in peace.
All right. All right, on that note, let's move
Sorry.
on. At Simon198, if given the choice, would you rather become invisible when you wanted to or be able to time travel? I love this question. This is great. Simon, thank you for this one. So,
funny.
given the choice, would you rather be invisible when you wanted to
Okay.
or the ability to time travel?
What do you think?
I'm going to say time travel because I could go back, pick those Powerball numbers from like the big one, and be rich and just kick back and be like, ha ha, I'm going to play games for the rest of my life and I don't have to worry about a thing.
I'll be 700 pounds.
That's
It'd be
right.
like Back to the Future too.
But see, I could be
Yeah,
700
exactly.
pounds and go back, work out, and I'll be fine.
exactly.
I like it. What about you all?
Time travel just so I could go back and remember what it felt like to play these big
There you
games that
go.
we talk about all the time.
But you wouldn't be able to
But I
go
wouldn't
back and play them.
remember,
You'd be
actually,
just
so-
going back and watching yourself play them. That's boring.
Okay, no, what I would do is I would go back and I would like go to one of those periods where like consoles were changing over. So they're like, NES is, the NES era is over, so we're getting rid of all these games for 5 cents. Just take them all.
Just buy
And
them
I
up.
would just buy all of them.
There you go.
They're like, why does this 100 have such a big face on it? You're like, I mean, here's a small face 100.
That's right.
I thought you were saying like, here's 100 with my face on it because I have the biggest game collection in the
There you
world.
go.
No, look, they switched the 100s and the 20s and the 5s all over
Yeah,
the
the
big
counterfeit.
I've thought a lot about the invisibility thing.
It's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool, but I think it's not cracked up like really what it's all cracked up to be. Only because like, when do I want to be invisible?
It's true.
I would think you would only be invisible to do bad things that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like I want to be invisible walking down the street because nobody can see you and then I'm getting bumped by everybody.
Right,
That doesn't
right.
sound fun. or getting hit by a car because I don't know to slow down because I'm crossing the street.
Yeah, you want to be invisible and rob a bank or do something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, or like walk down the street with like a hat on, so everybody's like, "What's that floating hat?" You know,
That'd be pretty cool.
Like that. That'd be cool.
I wish I could change. I wish he would have asked if we would like to be invisible, time travel, or teleport, because I'd choose teleport.
Teleport would be good.
Teleporting would be
Teleport
fun.
would be great.
Do you guys remember the Tomorrow People? It was like a Nickelodeon show.
Tomorrow people.
Oh, it's awesome. They could teleport. Anyway.
So could
Is that what you wanted to be
So-
when you grew up?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So I guess time travel.
All right, let's move on. We have at The Last Baron. My wife's birthday is the same day as GTA 5, as the release of GTA 5.
17th.
What should a married man do? Listen to me, listen. Tread lightly, my friend. Tread
Why don't
lightly.
you just buy it for her birthday?
You don't want that crap?
No, she's not going to want that. If you can, do the birthday thing with her. The next day, go and
Yeah.
Go and
What I would say is
you may have to suck that up and just.
you have
wait
to you have to measure how much she loves you.
There you go.
This is what I would do.
Yep.
If she loves you a lot and likes to share with you, then you buy her a $100 gift certificate to Best Buy or Target.
There you go.
And then when she's like, "Oh, babe, split this with me," like, boom, shakalaka, Grand Theft Auto 5. I got away with that the other day. I bought Jenny a gift certificate to iTunes. And then we were going out of town, and she loves watching Wheel of Fortune.
Oh.
And I was like, "They got an app. It's only $3. You want to get it?" Oh, let me put this gift card in right quick.
Gage, you sly dog.
Ain't nothing but the dog in me. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee.
That's so awesome. That's good. I like that.
Actually, I just thought of something. You could get her like a gift card to a spa, and then encourage her to go on
There
her
you go.
birthday.
Ah.
But she
Then
probably
you
want to
get-
go with
go
you.
to
But I think
want
he's
you to go
saying-
with her.
Yeah, my wife tried that. I don't like massages.
Yeah, Lauren and I do couples massages all
Yeah,
the time.
we did
It's
one
nice.
once. I fell asleep. I feel like it's too much money to be sleeping. I woke myself up. I was like, oh.
And they're still grinding on you in the
Yeah,
back.
exactly. And I was like half crying. It was the worst.
Yeah, it's rough.
It hurt so bad. I got a lot of knots.
That was a good one though. I like
Yeah,
that.
Me too.
Yeah, I would say you got to buy your wife something.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're on a limited budget like I am, and you got to choose one, you got to buy her the gift.
Take the next day off of work.
There you go.
But are we talking about a time thing or a money thing? That's the question.
I think it could be either, but the
Okay,
fact of the matter
well-
is his wife's birthday is the same day as release day for GTA 5, so
You take her to the mall, be like, "Baby, you go do
your thing. I'm gonna
Do
wait
you
right,
at the
I'm gonna
mall.
wait right here next to this GameStop.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick in this GameStop. I had to shave.
In this game.
But honey, they don't have a bathroom. I know.
I know.
You sure?
It's okay, baby. You
I'm a
just go.
man. Any corner is a bathroom. All right.
We're running.
This is why we can't do shows
No.
live.
We're running super.
Oh gosh, everybody
Super
stop
long.
I don't
listening
even know
by
how
now.
long
Yeah,
it's
they're
been
all
on.
done. We're just
Nobody
talking to
knows.
ourselves.
YouTube's turned us off.
Yep. Here's a good one. At the Perts. What other hobbies do you guys have apart from gaming? I'm a runner, so I'm constantly training for my next race, which is awesome because while you're running, you can listen to us. So that's
Heyo.
that's
Hey,
totally
That's what I'm
killer.
talking about.
Yeah, what do I do besides work right now?
Yeah, hobbies.
Yeah, hobbies. I do ride bikes, so I bike ride. I haven't done it in a while, and with my allergies, it doesn't help either. Yeah, I don't know. My hobbies are my family, really, like hanging out with the wife, and I love going to see movies.
Oh yeah, love movies.
Love movies, and yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of boring.
Yeah, Hall.
I think the same thing. Like when I try to elaborate on hobbies, like I'm like, well, the wife and I like watching
Yeah.
like shows on Netflix and
Yeah.
watching
Yeah, that's
movies
fun.
and stuff. When we used to be members of the Y where we lived, and we used to play basketball and do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Goodness. What else? Oh, writing music.
There you go.
Most of the
Yeah.
music that you hear in the show, which is before an interview or after an interview or something like that, is something that I've written and is through my catalog
Yep.
and all that stuff.
Except our intro.
Yeah, the intro's all.
Yeah, the intro.
This boy.
Gabe.
Me and Dave. Yeah.
So I can't claim that.
Funny enough, I need one of those tracks. I might do another song. I feel another song coming on.
Oh,
Just let me
good.
know.
Do it.
I'm letting you know. Just kidding.
No taken.
Yeah.
I feel so boring though, because like people will ask me about my hobbies. I'm like,
Well, it's hard when they're like,
but
"What's your
think about,
hobbies
like-
outside of gaming?" You're
Right,
like,
because gaming is one of our major hobbies, and we just happen to be talking about it.
I even feel like I hate to say this, but I kind of feel bad when I tell people my hobby is video games.
Nah.
And they're like, "What are you 8?" You know? I mean, that's the whole reason that
Take pride- dude,
That's
take
the whole
pride in
reason
it.
that this show exists.
Exactly. Take pride in it,
And that's
though,
why
man.
people listen. It's their hobbies too.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Hobbies outside of video games. Me and my wife love driving. We love getting
Road
lost.
trips?
We love
Yeah.
not even road trips, but just like going down streets we haven't gone down in
Yeah.
our own towns and hanging out.
I love to travel.
Today I smoked my pipe with a buddy.
Nice.
I love smoking pipes.
Tobacco.
Yeah, tobacco pipes. Yeah, not
Just-
crack pipes.
Like,
What kind of stereotypical show is this all of a sudden?
or the pipe with the bubbles in it. We don't do that one.
Yeah, that's what I was really at.
Yeah, a peace pipe.
Bubble pipe.
That's the bubble pipe.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And
I love the smell of pipe smoke. That is
yeah,
the best.
pipe smoke is awesome.
That is the best smell.
And I feel like it's not as unhealthy as cigarette smoking.
And it's a little more classy, probably.
Yeah, and
No
I've got
offense to cigarette smoke.
No.
yeah,
not-
yeah. I just like, and I've got like a real specialized pipe that I bought in this like one of the top like pipe or tobacco stores in Chicago.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's cool. It's like half metal, half wood.
Wow.
It's called a Falcon pipe. Look them up. They're awesome.
Yeah, it's just, the Falcon.
And I love listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
And I listen to zero gaming podcasts pretty much. Besides, like, I'll listen to Geeks and Wives every now and then, or Boom Headshot, because we've become friends with those guys. But other than that, I love like information
Yeah.
podcasts, like stuff you should know.
Yep.
I listen to a thing called apologetics.com because they're freaking awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
What's his name? Mark Maron's got a podcast called WTF, and he just interviews comedians.
He's a trip.
Oh, hilarious. I wouldn't, if you're squeamish, don't listen to WTF. It's
Yeah.
it can get nuts, but.
Yeah, I like the tech podcasts too, like Twit and those. Leo Laporte's been around for
Oh, yeah.
so long. I like listening
Yeah,
to
I
him.
love listening to his shows, like the different shows that they got on.
Yeah,
the network.
there's so many of them too.
And then there's a really good show if you're into movies, like bad movies.
Oh,
There's a
awesome.
podcast called How Did This Get Made?
Really?
That's
Very,
awesome.
very
That
good.
sounds funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, spill.com. I like those guys.
That's awesome. All right, we
Yeah,
got just a few more to wrap it up. At CatJack1997, why no love for PC gaming? PS4 and Xbox One are essentially PCs, so why stick with consoles? Well, our boy Gabe used to
point.
be.
Yeah, I was big. I was a big PC gamer back in the day. And then what happened with me was, I didn't have the money to keep up,
Oh.
and so like it got for when you want your graphics to be off the chain, you want to continue to push the limit. It's just way more expensive than console gaming.
Yeah.
And so it just got too expensive for me. And then I ended up getting blessed with a laptop that is way too huge to take on the road. And so
Nice.
my PS3 was just so much easier to take and hook up. And it didn't take up as much room.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I think a lot of the PC gamers are looking at this console war like, "Pfft, whatever, Jack, we're fine.
Right, yeah, exactly.
We got
Yeah.
nothing to worry about. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just one of those
Yeah, I
things
just
where.
ordered my video card. It crushes your PS4.
That's right. And you know what? That's fine. That's great. If you
That's
if
perfectly
you,
fine.
you
Yeah.
play the way you want to play, we just
I
happen
mean,
to be
honestly,
console gamers.
PC gaming, as far as graphics standards go, it's the best.
It's the best.
the
Because
top
you're
quality.
Constantly upgrading it. It's off the shelf parts. You can get whatever.
Who
you
asked
need.
that?
So
His name is Jacques Mayer or Major or something like that.
the only thing that'll keep,
I would tell him to go back and listen to a couple episodes ago. We had, I don't know if you heard it, maybe you did, but we showed a lot of love to PC gaming because we had Frank Azor on the show.
Oh, heck yeah.
The general
Yes.
manager for
Alienware.
Alienware.
Alienware, for crying out
So
loud.
go back and listen to that interview. I think it was like 3 ago or something like that. And he freaking brings the knowledge on PC gaming.
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's freaking general manager, which I couldn't believe. Gosh. So
All right, we
blessed.
got a final question. I can't remember if this has been asked before, but our boy Scott Baker, I've seen him around before at Scottish Bakery. Great Twitter
Oh,
handle, by
yeah,
the way.
that's right.
He said, don't forget my question about balancing kids' wives' 9 to 5s with game time. We've kind of discussed that. But do you have a routine and do you get in trouble with that sometimes when it comes to balancing all that out? Of course you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a good routine though.
I do have a good routine.
To not get in trouble.
To not get in trouble, I get my butt up super early, and that's when I game because
Yeah,
everybody's
dumb
still
early.
asleep. Yeah.
Put your Pulse Elite headphones on.
That's it.
Do you like them?
I
we haven't really talked about it much.
No, I love them. Like
love
there's
them?
no hands down.
I still gotta get them.
Best purchase I ever
My
had.
buddy Jason Stansel bought some.
Hallelujah. It's
Guy from
about
Sucker
time.
Punch.
Yeah. It is awesome to have those things on there. I'm not bothering anybody. It's fine. My PS3 is upstairs in the loft area, which is where my office is too. So I can go up there, do my backups. While that's backing up, I can go and play. What I do is during the day, it's going to get hectic, especially I've got a 19-month old now. We all have work. Lauren's got work, and there's all kinds of things that we have to do. And it's just better to, late night, you want to hang out with the wife.
Yeah.
So in the mornings, I just get up super early, and I start gaming.
There you
I
go.
know it's
Start
just
your day
dripping.
with a Kleenex.
And I start my day with, honestly, I pretty much do.
This is gonna get pulled down because we've talked about Kleenexes
I know.
multiple times.
Sponsor.
Too much, yeah.
Oh goodness.
Hall, what about you, bud?
I've tried to do Tim's thing.
Early
I can't
super-
get myself up.
And it
can't
depends.
do it.
But see, that's the thing. I used to be a stay up late and do stuff.
Yeah.
I've completely reversed that now because I wake up early and I'm like ready to go. I feel a lot
Right.
more refreshed.
Yeah.
Nobody's bothering me, and it's like a perfect time. That's like my time to myself.
I
There you
will
go.
say it's a lot easier to get things done in the morning.
Yep.
If you're working into the night, it just-
Because you're
it
groggy,
gets-
you're
it gets
tired.
slow,
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, but that doesn't make me get up. So
Yeah.
it
Right.
doesn't matter
I know.
anyway.
Yeah.
My typical scenario is getting up on a Saturday morning at like 8 or 9. Just
Yeah.
getting up at normal work time.
Yeah.
And just getting it done because maybe, Krista may get up at like 10, 11
Yeah,
o'clock.
exactly.
There you
so
go.
I'll, game
Get
a
You
little
got some
bit.
time.
Game a little bit at night on the
Yeah.
weekends. So usually during the week I don't get a whole lot of time, but I got to get some Pulse Elites so I can
Dude,
Dude.
you have
so
to.
I can crank that in.
Everybody has to get a pair of Pulse Elites.
Yeah.
Like you just changed my world. And I'll never forget when I first put them on because I was playing Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
I heard everything, and it was
awesome.
like bullets zipping this way. It sounded amazing.
My first game on them was Far Cry 3.
Oh, even better.
And it was like so
Even
ridiculous.
better.
So good.
Yep.
So good.
You have to get a pair.
I don't have my gaming mostly comes at nap time. Because my wife doesn't work and because my job is so floaty, whether I'm in town or I'm doing it right, and I can kind of schedule myself.
Yep.
And so I'm home. I can, during the week especially, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I'll be home a lot during the day. And so, Amara goes down at like 2, wake up at like 4:30 or 5.
Awesome.
And that's when I usually get gaming in. Or super late. So we'll like watch, Jenny loves watching Leno and Fallon. And so maybe somewhere in there, we'll go upstairs or if she gets on Pinterest, because she's a huge Pinterest nerd. And so she'll get on Pinterest and like go for hours. And I'm like, you want to bring that upstairs? Yeah.
yeah.
Throw my headphones on and be like,
Well, and you also have a huge advantage though, because when you do bus tours and you're out, you bring your PS3.
Yeah.
So man, you could have
Those are-
hours of gaming, and you have.
That's how I beat Uncharted in one night.
Exactly, in one shot. That is where I.
That hasn't happened recently, but
That's
it's coming
where I
back
don't
around.
like you, because you have that block of time. I would kill for that much time.
Yeah. I love it. Is that the last one?
Ladies and gentlemen, 52
Yeah.
in the books.
I can't believe it.
52 strong.
52
Can we go
strong.
100 strong, do you think?
I think so.
If
We can do
go
anything.
100
We can do
strong,
anything.
we're
As
gonna
long as
have
I'm not in
like-
the middle of the ocean somewhere again, we'll be good to go.
I believe I can fly.
But you
I
guys,
believe I can touch the
you
sky.
guys both have perfect attendance records, so gold star for both of you.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
Canada squeaked one out.
Dude, sometime I've been like getting up in the morning to do our show, and I'm just like,
Dude, there's been plenty of times where I looked at the clock, I was like, I'm just telling my, I can't do it.
No way, really?
could not stand
I've gotten
getting
like
up
2
that
hours
early.
of work in, or I've already played games. I'm like, all right, it's podcast time. Let's do this.
That's why when I'm laughing, I feel like I'm laughing and way more now than usual because
You're
usually
awake?
I'm barely hanging on. Like,
But did another thing about that as well.
people don't even get to hear like the before.
Oh,
it's
fun.
We're getting ready for the show, and get like,
All right, you guys.
It's
and
painful.
it's more of, you ready to do this?
You
Yeah.
guys ready?
Yeah.
And then
Alrighty.
somehow you
Alright.
magically flip a
Exactly.
switch.
I was like, Gabe's all like, man. Oh, yes, yo! My God.
Exactly. Somehow you just pull it out and you're like, boom.
Comes alive.
Oh.
We don't know how, but he does.
Yeah, I don't know how either. So we wanted to ask you guys a question too before we get out of here. We've been doing questions back. I forgot to do one last week, so we just did it on Twitter. Got a lot of great answers. I forget what I even asked. Oh, how many consoles people had owned? I came in at I think 11 or 12.
Have owned or do own?
Have owned. Can you do it?
Hang on a minute.
Give me a second.
I got what, 2?
Yeah.
Gracious. I can't even think of it on, including handhelds.
No, I didn't do including
Okay.
handhelds.
Okay, NES, Genesis.
You have a Dreamcast,
I
don't
got
you?
an Atari later on.
Yeah.
Goodness. Super Nintendo.
Yeah. GameCube.
Do you have a Dreamcast?
What's that?
You have a
I still
Dreamcast?
have a Dreamcast. Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, and 64.
That's a lot right there.
There was, Coleco.
You had that?
Back when.
Wow.
Sometime in my life I had
Yeah.
a ColecoVision. PlayStation 2, Xbox original. I don't
PS3.
know.
Yeah, you're at
Yeah.
you're like 11,
Xbox
12.
360.
You
got
said
12.
that. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, and then
12,
there was
12 or
a Vita
13.
somewhere.
And soon to be either Xbox One or
Yeah,
PS4.
PS4.
Goodness.
I was Atari, NES, SNES, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast. I don't remember if I had a Saturn or not. I remember I played the crap out of it though. N64, Virtual Boy.
You had a Virtual Boy?
Yeah,
Oh,
Dreamcast,
goodness.
PS1, PS2, PS3.
Wow.
I think that was it. I think 11. There's probably one more in there somewhere. Anyway, but our question of this week for you guys is how important is backwards compatibility when it comes to new consoles? We're going into a new generation, obviously. And the backwards compatibility thing's a little still up in the air. They're thinking with streaming, with Gaikai, things like that. Microsoft's not counting themselves out on this. They have that Azure cloud service or
Yeah,
whatever.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing, so they could potentially do it. So how important is backwards compatibility? We know that we dealt with it in the PS2 era because they're like, yeah, we play PS1 games, no problem. And then the PS3 came out and was like, yeah, we do it, no problem. And then they were like, oh, wait, no, we don't. And then we found out from Bradley Metrock, the guy that we had on the show a couple months back, that PS3 actually plays PS1 discs, which I didn't know.
Yeah, it does.
And so how important is backwards compatibility? Use hashtag answer MTTG. Let us know how important it is to you guys. Yeah? Dude,
That's it.
1 year, baby. Congratulations.
Well done, gentlemen.
First time all
In the
together
bag.
doing it.
In the bag.
We're usually online. There won't be any lag. Router won't have to
Ah.
reset his router.
I won't be laughing 5 seconds after what you've already said.
Exactly.
Gabe tells a joke about 5 seconds.
Heck no.
And then Hall's got to go fix
Then he's
it.
got to fix it all up.
Dude.
Yeah, you guys are hearing the fixed product.
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
week.
This is
Hall's
it.
a professional, though.
This is
Hall
it.
knows how to get it cracking.
That's right.
Dude, so a year in the books. We're a year old. I'm Gabe Patillo. That's Timothy Hall. That's Tim Router. I actually get to say this with you guys sitting
know.
next to me. And we are married to the games, baby. And we about this thing. Peace!